Hello, I'm Giuliano, and this is the Revival project. We are using shipping containers that were dumped and a nuisance to anyone around it, and we have revived it into a very unique style of accommodation. It's all part of the revival also of the visitor. So volunteers that come here leave having been revived, because a lot would be coming from a background where you're taught to do one thing, the same mundane task that we often aren't very passionate about. Whereas here, we're forced into surviving and making to do with our own creativity and figuring out on our own. So even though we may be going back into redoing things, we're learning. Now the beauty of it is we aren't building this all through professionals. We are all amateurs, we are all travelers. So I invite travelers to come and volunteer their time. We will be tiling for the first time in our lives. Making concrete for the first time in our lives. And we will be painting for the first time in our lives. And yeah, it's just a fantastic experience for anyone. It's a community, it's like a tribe. We spend our free time together. Explore the area, surroundings. Our community over here, volunteering travelers, mostly internationals, mostly young with fantastic, energetic ideas. We are doing it all in this way purely because we want the passion and the love. The beautiful thing is that I'm finding that anyone that comes here is actually being revived. Our objective here is to be completely self-sustainable. We don't want to depend on anything except for our own produce. So trying to drill. This wall has been quite a challenging and an extremely successful project. We started off with even used bricks that were from a broken down house down the road, and we found out via a YouTube video on how to mix and make cement. Then we found out that we could use our own sand. The sad case of our reality at the moment is that we mass produce everything at a low lifespan quality, and things are made to be broken, and anything that isn't of mass production quality, it just gets discarded. So what we're doing is we're reversing that in every aspect. So we're building things that will last, we're building a project that is extremely unique, and everything is being built out of waste. This wall has now evolved into a colorful mosaic representing our mountains in the area and the sun. We are going to be experimenting for the first time with all sorts of forms of growing: aquaponics, aeroponics, bottles turn into a wall garden. We even hosted a weekend where we invited people from our community to come in and help us grow this stuff together. We get pallets, wood pallets, discarded wasted wood pallets donated, or we find them on the side of the road. And we have built a lot of pathways with these pallets. And then tables and furniture, we're making some pretty kick-ass furniture that I think is far superior to anything you buy commercially in stores. Man, this gate has had quite the story in the 2.5 months that we've been here so far. Our first volunteers luckily had the skills of welding, and we built this gate only to be ripped out from its actual concreted in poles and flung 10 meters across on a windy night. So we've dedicated a lot of time into making the gate a lot heavier. Already it's moving a lot smoother, and we've installed a little pedestrian gate, so we don't have to struggle wrestling the wind to open this damn gate every time. We can just step on through. To be pimping it out more, we're going to give it a little more steampunky kind of vibe, so we're getting old machine parts, welding it in. Our doggies are on night shift. We've got a whole army of them. Little Mummy Yodi, a doggie that we found in the mountains while the mountain was burning down. We rescued her and her puppy, which is beautiful little Peanut, who just loves to cuddle. The muscles in the operation is definitely Jedi. Yoda's new boyfriend. Coincidence? I don't think so. And Macy. Macy and Jedi, our scary night security staff.
Take it. Take.
They're super friendly staff. They wake us up with like a lick in the face every morning, and they're very reliable. We really do have a problem in our surrounding community with drugs and very poor parental figures. Parents aren't around, drug dealers are, kids grow up working for them, taking them, and it's tearing the entire community apart. These kids aren't growing with an alternative way of life. But what we're doing here is we're bringing in fantastic young people from all over the world that have skills to teach and are really pouring their passion into giving to this community what it so desperately needs. The love and the nurturing, that's what we are bringing from the Revival Project.